Hi everyone, Carolyn here. Welcome to my very first episode of Drunken Wolf Adventures. I'm here at one of my favorite little spots in town here in Charlotte, along Little Sugar Creek between the Greenway and Freedom Park. It's a great little area, nice and quiet, easy to come sit and read or relax after doing a few laps around the lake. And since this is my very first episode, I want to talk to you guys and introduce myself a little bit. Tell you a little bit about what my videos will be about. And I know plenty of you are probably wondering, where did I come up with the name Drunken Wolf for Drunken Wolf Adventures? And I'll tell you a little bit about that too. So I grew up here in North Carolina, along the coast, and basically kind of a beach town in southeastern North Carolina. No, I'm not from the Outer Banks. That's north of where I'm from. But I have visited there, and there's a lot of cool things to see, especially if you're into history, lighthouses. The coast of North Carolina is known for being really haunted, especially because of pirates. North Carolina coast is a really big hotspot for pirates back in the day. I'm actually from southeastern North Carolina, grew up in Wilmington, familiar with hurricanes. Literally, I played outside in the middle of hurricanes. That was my life as a kid. And I also did a lot of different things outdoors. And that's what this podcast is going to be about. It's just all the things that I like to do that are outside, and about getting outside and connecting with the world around us. So I hope to inspire you with my stories and my adventures. But again, growing up in North Carolina, I did a lot of things outside, including every summer I did swim team. Yeah, that's in a pool, but it was still outside. Spent lots of time at the beach. Bought my own surfboard and learned how to surf when I was in high school. Literally taught myself to do that, which was great for after college. I actually moved to Hawaii for a summer when I did an internship that started the first career that I've had working with marine mammals. I lived out there, got to work with dolphins, and did lots of hiking, surfing. I learned how to scuba dive. I got my scuba certification in college, did a little bit of that out there in Hawaii. So I've got plenty of stories to tell about living on the island of Oahu. Then I lived in Orlando, Florida for almost 7 years, living my dream, working in animal care, which was literally spending every day outside. I unfortunately was part-time the whole time I was there, which is a big reason why I decided to leave. SeaWorld does a lot of great work. Do not listen to the crazies. SeaWorld is a great place, FYI. And so are pretty much every zoo and aquarium out there. And they're great places for learning, for conservation, and they do a lot of rescue and rehab work, which was the department I worked in animal care, so that was really cool. So spending lots of time outside. And one of the second jobs I had while I was there, I worked as a lifeguard, which was again time outside, and also inspired me to move on to what I am doing now. I'm currently pursuing a career in nursing. I work as a healthcare tech in one of the ICUs at the Level 1 Trauma Center here. It's super exciting. I absolutely love it. And because of the hours, it means I have lots of free time on my days off to get outside. So that's a little bit about me. And since I know you guys are probably wondering, where did I come up with Drunken Wolf Adventures? Well, I've always been a big NC State fan, Wolfpack. I even went there my freshman year of college. So being a part of the Wolfpack, that's a big part of my life. And also one of my favorite book series ever, actually probably my favorite book series ever, Red Rising, the Howlers and everything there, wolves, all that. It's hard to explain if you haven't read the series. I highly recommend it. Pierce Brown is the best author, seriously. Like my obsession back in middle school with Harry Potter, when that was all brand new and the books were still coming out, that's me with Red Rising. So if you're a reader, or even if you're not a reader, get into the Red Rising series. It's great. So just kind of two things about wolves, and I feel like they're big parts of my life. So that and drunk part. Well, I like to drink. I've always been a wino. I've gotten into really good beer lately. So drinking. And I also like to go drinking after I go hiking at breweries. A lot of hikes are near some really good breweries, or occasionally some of them are near good wineries. Believe it or not, North Carolina has good wineries. So makes a lot of sense for me. So as I said, here I am at Freedom Park along Little Sugar Creek. It's a great little spot here. Freedom Park has a nice little walking path around the lake. It's a great spot to go running, like first thing in the morning. I'm not huge on running, but I do it because it's cheaper than a gym membership. Probably don't do it as much as I should, but I do it. And there's also a lot of great spots to just sit and read or listen to music, hang out with some friends. Obviously, of course, right now, social distance. That's a very important thing, by the way. But if you have, some people that you live with and you want to come and sit and maybe have a picnic, it's a great park for that. And then you've got access to the Little Sugar Creek Greenway. Charlotte has some great greenways. So if you like to walk or run, those are great spots to do that. And if you are a beginning hiker, that is a great way to get yourself geared up to actually go on hikes. And there's a lot of ways to get yourself prepared for some really cool hiking that a lot of it is really, around an hour or so from Charlotte. You can find some really great places. You have to go a little bit farther if you want to get out into the Appalachian Mountains, the Blue Ridge Mountains, and do some really hardcore stuff. See some of the best waterfalls ever. But you can also go hiking out on the coast. There's a lot of hikes along the dunes in Carolina Beach State Park, all the way down in Cary Beach, the Fort Fisher area. There's a really cool hike. And even just walking on the beach is really cool. If you cannot walk from south end of Riceville Beach all the way up to north end past Shell Island Resort, then you can't hang with me. I'm just saying. So welcome again to the Drunken Wolf Adventures. I'm really excited to be able to share all of my adventures with you guys, and I hope you stick with me. I'm sure you all probably know the drill. Like, share, comment, don't forget to subscribe. Also, in the comments, don't just give me feedback, although that is greatly appreciated. I would love to hear about that, but I also want to hear from you guys about your adventures and any suggestions that you might have for my upcoming adventures. So I really look forward to sharing all my adventures with you again. And don't forget to wash your hands, get out there, have a great time. Thanks. Bye. Cheers.